Welcome back, everybody. Back into the Magitek Research Facility. And oh no, we have that oh so wonderful cackle.
I'm all powerful! I'm collecting espers! I'm extracting magic! And I'll restore the statues!
Yes, I know one of my prime complaints is that I do get into the character with Kefka. I figured I'd step away from the mic for this one. Oh, what's this?
You've been completely drained of your powers! Now you're useless to me!
And what's that?
And you! Take a hike!
Well, those two look like very familiar figures if you look at it. And I think that's it for Kefka, so back to our party. We have to Metal Gear this, okay. Obviously, there's really only one way to go at this point. We have to go investigate what those things were, and they look so very familiar, do they not? It's almost like you've seen them before in previous games. I mean, yes, they're espers. It's fairly obvious, but which one could they be? I have no idea. Actually, I have every idea. My question is whether or not you do. Oh, hi, Jason. Boom. I'm trying to think, is that the first time we got... No, we got him once and he missed. Because Death can miss. Alright, so there's only one way to go. We're just going to go down this conveyor belt. Down to the pit where these other espers were put down. And yes, if you figured out who they are, you get a gold star. Ooh. Well, he's not happy about that. And now we have to fight them. I'd like everybody to welcome back Ifrit and Shiva to the game. Except now they're pretty much on the brink of death. They've been completely drained of... Oh. That must have happened by accident. Yeah. We're gonna magic cut so I can take this out. Alright, we're back. I think I was double checking the strategy and the strategy guide when I accidentally paused the game. Or actually, you know what? Something might have happened during that. Oh no, now I remember now. My baby girl was getting really close to the capture device again, so I pulled her away. Yes, this is one of those days that I had to record with my daughter in the room. Well, she likes dangling cords, so kind of hard to fix that, but dispatch. So the way that this fight is supposed to work is they actually swap. I sensed a kindred spirit. Who are you? You have Ramuh's power? Wait. We're espers. And there you go. So they actually swap between them, and they do have access to their abilities, so not just fire and ice magic, but their summon abilities. Well, Ramuh did entrust them with his power. Yes, he did. So the question is, will you? They drained our powers, then threw us away, too. We haven't long to live. Okay. If Gestalt has grabbed our friends and is trying to drain them of their power, I too suffered my turn in one of the glass tubes. We will follow Ramuh's lead and give to you our power. And now we have... Our friends are all gone. We haven't much time left. We have no choice but to entrust you with our essences. Now we have the Magicite Ifrit and the Magicite Shiva. So this is kind of, in case people hadn't figured this out, the Magitek Research Facility is more along the lines of, you started off with 4 Espers, and that's fine, but you don't have a lot of the more basic spells in there, and this is actually the way that the game decides to give them to you, is that the game kind of assumes that you're going to be bouncing from Ramu all the way to Vector, and at that point you're still trying to figure out how the system works, so you can kind of figure that out while in the Magitek Research Facility. And yeah, I had access to a save point. I didn't use it right off the bat, but yeah, so this is a basic dungeon to teach you how the magic system works if you hadn't already known that, or if you weren't grinding and figured that out. But in the meantime, you can take advantage of this, because remember, we only had Ramu, so we can only teach Bolt. But now that we have Ifrit and Shiva, we can now teach Ice and Fire to people. Granted, later on in this dungeon, we are going to get a better way to teach Fire, Ice, and Bolt all at once. But, well, we don't have that yet. So this is actually a great way to be able to bring your team up to snuff and start using some legit magic. And at the same time, work on some of those upgraded spells like Ice 2 and Fire 2. And we do have Ramu, so we can work on Bolt 2 as well. And of course, we're going to have to deal with these encounters as we make our way through the Magitek Research Facility. So this is usually the time where I kind of take on the business of the week, which is not a whole lot. Everything is resuming as usual. Tale of Drak is going on, and people are still liking it. The Legion beta coverage is actually coming to an end because we're down to our last 10? Yeah, our last 10 artifacts. So, and again, I want to re-emphasize, because people have been asking me to reconsider doing the questing in the Broken Isles. And no, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not reconsidering. Especially when the beta might as well be coming to an end in a couple of weeks. August 30th is coming very close. So unfortunately, for me to go into those quests, I wouldn't finish them. And therefore, you'd miss out. So I know that a lot of people were upset by my decision, but I decided to keep things to just the beginning experience and let you guys have that leveling experience on your own. I know that a few people have admitted that they don't even play WoW anymore, to which I don't know what to tell you, because I mean, part of the reason that I kind of did these videos was to get people excited about Legion, and if it isn't getting you excited enough to go back in and play Legion yourself, well, I'll admit, I kind of feel like I failed in a way, but at the same time, that's also your call. But I mean, there's plenty of videos out there. I'm sure somebody has covered the entire experience. In fact, I think Nobble puts up his full experience in all of the zones, as well as a full storyline. And he's even admitted he'll revisit the storylines as soon as all the voice work is put in and all of the additional details that we don't have yet are in the game. So you have that to look forward to as well. So yeah, as soon as the artifacts are done, I'm stopping the beta coverage, and, you know, happy beta to everybody. And that's another thing, too. People have asked if I'm going to do the opening Demon Hunter experience. And people are just outright confused. What do you mean? We saw it. My video, actually, I do admit that there is a whole tutorial experience within the Black Temple that was completely taken out of the game. So we haven't experienced it yet. And I think when the Demon Hunter experience launches, we'll get access to that plus all the stuff that we've seen before. Maybe even to a halfway point, like where we're imprisoned or something like that. But no, I won't. And the main reason I won't is because, again, it will be available to you. You can go through it yourself, and you can go through it at your own pace. I'm going to do it. I was already planning on, like, up at least 2 Demon Hunters, a Horde one and an Alliance one. And I actually even considered, since a lot of people were asking for Tale of Drak if I would do dungeon overviews, I thought about bringing in my Demon Hunter instead. You know, like my Horde Demon Hunter, to go through all of that. Since I know at least one of them will be dedicated Havoc. for exploration and farming stuff. But I haven't gotten that far yet. And frankly, again, you guys will be able to do it at your own pace. So I'm not trying to be a dork here, but, well, I kind of don't see a reason to do it, aside from finishing up the artifacts in the beta. Yes, there are tons of videos for them, but I already made a promise to do it. And also, another listener did bring to my attention that the BlizzCon virtual ticket is available and asked whether or not I'm going to be doing the opening ceremony this year for BlizzCon 2016. At the very least, I know I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a Q&A like an hour before the opening ceremony. So that we can kind of sit back and speculate, because I know that a lot of people like doing that from the previous video. Am I going to show the opening ceremony? I'm still not sure. Blizzard yanked my video. I wasn't very happy about that. I had to go talk with Blizzard people, and Blizzard sent me a letter saying, you know, we just don't like when you guys take our exclusive content and show it. And I can understand that viewpoint. So that's why I'm saying the Q&A is a given. The opening ceremony, I'm not sure. Even though it is available to the public and you can watch it yourself, and that's the justification that I made when I showed it the first time. I know that the Q&A is going to be a certainty. I'm just not sure about the opening ceremony. If I do, then I do. Or maybe what I'll do in the meantime is I'll show it, but then I'm going to immediately download it and cut out the opening ceremony. I could do that too. I haven't really worked out all those details, but you'll get something. I can guarantee that. And I think I'm prepping, yeah, because there's a boss fight upcoming, so we've got to prep for that. Otherwise, we're going to die horrible, horrible deaths. So yeah, everything is going along smoothly. The order is going smoothly. And actually, we're getting, I think, last time I looked at a guide for the order, we were pretty close. So me and Andrea are looking forward to finishing that game so we can move to the next one. And of course, Gaming with the Geeks continues to move forward. With us, I think about 75% through Rise of the Tomb Raider. So you guys can look forward to that. And also, in the next week or two, we're going to be starting up the next Gaming with the Geeks. This one featuring Stephen Romney and special guest Shadow Blazer 3000. He's not as special as say, Romney, but, you know, he's equally as special. But wait, why are you bringing in Alex for that? Because we're also going to be fulfilling a fan request for Drak and Shadow. And that seems weird, but this is actually the best way to be able to do it. So you guys can look forward to, or Drak and Shadow fans can look forward to that. Especially since, to this day, we still get this requested. And if you guys continue to like it, maybe we'll continue the series and bring in Romney to help out with the rest. Overflow. I'm trying to think. I think that pretty much covers everything. Geek News is happening this weekend, and I know that one of the guaranteed stories that's going to be in there is the Comic-Con coverage, and I've said it here and there, my reaction to the trailers, but I think I'm going to keep it to myself until Geek News, where we can talk about the Justice League trailer, the Wonder Woman trailer, and all of the other trailers that happened at Comic-Con, or San Diego Comic-Con 2016. So you guys can look forward to that. I wish I had an update for you guys on the games that I've been playing, but, well, I'm still playing catch-up. So, I swear, people are going to be like, oh, wait, he got back to Mass Effect 3? Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be how you guys react and how I react, too. You want to help me, but I haven't long to live. Just as Ifrit did before me, I will give to you my power. What are you doing there? I'm sorry, what are you doing there? What's this? Welcome everybody to the Final Fantasy VI equivalent of Sid. He's a dude in a radiation suit. I'm guessing. So, Esper magical power can only truly be transferred when one of them passes away. Yes. Except, they choose who gets their power. And they chose me. Receive Magicite. And it doesn't tell you all this. You got 6 Magicite, though, so. Professor Sid. General Celeste! And who might these dubious characters be? Your troops? Dubious? Really? You're the dude in a walking yellow suit. You look like a banana. No. You see... Can it be true that you came here as a spy? Seeking to cause an uprising? Well, yes, mofo. I love it when it's just exclamations.
So that's it! Magicite! Sid, you miserable blockhead! Now... General Celeste! The game's over. Bring me those Magicite shards!
Celeste, you deceived me? Of course not. Have a little faith. It's kind of hard to do that when Kefka's saying you're part of his side. See? I knew she couldn't be trusted! Jumping the gun, aren't we?
She's tricked you all! Celeste, that's so... you.
Locke, please believe me.
No! Exterminate all of them!
Locke, let me protect you for once. Maybe now you'll believe me.
Celeste, what are you doing? Stop it!
And poof of smoke. And now they're all gone. Wow, I didn't realize she had warp. I mean, we would be using that. Celeste. Oh, what happened?
This is a disaster! Your fighting has caused the capsules to rupture! Their contents are spilling out! Rick, over here!
And now we get an elevator scene. But before that, we have to make sure we're prepared. And here are all of the new espers we get. Unicorn, Shote, Carbuncle, Maduin, Phantom, and Bismarck. Maduin will come into play later, but Bismarck is the one that I particularly like because he has a ×20 for Fire, Ice, and Bolt. So like I said, we would get a quicker way to learn the basic spells. But also, we got Shote and we got Phantom. And people might wonder, well, why is that important? It's very important. I don't like doing this, but, well, we're gonna do it. There's a glitch in the game with 2 spells, and Shote and Phantom give those spells. So we're probably gonna utilize that for some of the content. Not all of it, but some of it. some will play legitly, but there are actually going to be a couple of boss fights that it's better to go along the lines of the glitch route instead of actually fighting them out. So we will probably use those, and for those who have already guessed, it is, yes, the Vanish X Zone trick. We're gonna utilize that occasionally, but we're gonna keep it, or not Vanish X Zone. It's Vanish Death.
Kefka's used me. Used the Empire. What have I done?
You did everything Kefka wanted you to do.
The life energy of those espers. You've helped me to come to a decision. I'm going to talk to the Emperor and have this stupid war stopped.
Why haven't you done that before? If you didn't like it, why did it take to this point to get that done? Now, thankfully, we're going to get a save point down here because the next part is kind of ongoing, and we will not be able to heal in between battles. So we might as well just take care of getting a tent and saving now, just in case we have some issues. But I was reckless, and I didn't save at this point.
Celeste, I've known her since she was a baby. I raised her as if she was my own daughter. But she was forced to become a Magitek Knight, and has done some awful things. If I could only talk to her, I'd apologize for the way her life has turned out.
I love that ever since 4, all of my SIDs have been gruff.
No, it's Kefka! Go!
And now we're going to get out of the facility by using their underground tramways.
And look, more! Mode 7!
And from here on in, it's just going to be, I believe that they are scripted to have this many random encounters, or this many encounters in the area, and then you'll go to a boss fight. I may not be right about that because I still remember one time having like 2 encounters down here before the boss fight. So it might still be random, but I am not sure. But that's alright, we're still escaping, and like I said, we can't heal in between. So we basically go back to this scene. We can't access the menu from here, at least not to my knowledge. I think I tried a couple of times. But that's alright, because we're kicking butt and we're taking names, and that's all we can do. Oh look, more mag rotors. I love it, we have monsters that have wheels. Greatness, right there. So yeah, I really wish I had a game update for you guys, but I really don't. I know somebody's probably laughing, is like, have you just given up on Mass Effect 3? No, I haven't. But the summer has proved to be a lot busier than I had anticipated, and so I had to put priorities first. In particular, getting reviews out, and also making sure that everything for the Summer of WoW, for Gaming with the Geeks, as well as my own content, maintained. Oh, and hi, Storm Shadow, yeah, we kind of cut you off, but I really wish that the online functionality of the PS3 would just let me turn the dang thing off. And I have gotten questions as to who Storm Shadow is and my relation to him, but I've since asked him. He would prefer to remain anonymous, so I'm not going to give too much. Suffice to say, he is one of my best friends. So there you go. That's who Storm Shadow is. And he likes to play him some PS3. Alright, we're going to continue down this track. Can we possibly get another encounter before? We're getting really close to that time, people. I hate to tell you that. I'm afraid we might not be able to finish this section. Actually, I know we won't be able to finish the section, sorry. I like, when I edited this, I actually tried to push it out as long as I could, but the section is just a little too long. Bonk. Or experience. Loves me the music here. Can we make it? Can we make it? Another random encounter.
No!
Thankfully, though, by the next part, we will actually finish this section, and we will get out of Vector, because obviously we're not welcome here. So you guys can look forward to that. Boom! Another random encounter out of the way. And that, unfortunately, is going to do it for this week. So when we get back, we will finish up this rail section, and we will get out of Vector to go heal Terra. Till next time, everybody.